This lady, Vicky James, is one of the most criticized celebrities on the space. And I think it's because she's very vocal about Jesus Christ. She's very loud about Jesus Christ and about being saved. In fact, she's not ashamed to be associated with Jesus Christ. And the more you criticize about Jesus Christ, the louder she goes about him. And it's one of the things I love about her. You know, these days, most especially, many people don't want to be associated with Jesus Christ, or they don't want you to know that they are saved or they are believers, but not Vicky. They first taunted her with her husband, saying, "Oh, you show too much affection on this page. Why will you be showing us too much affection? In fact, people are supposed to be showing us your buzz, the quarreling. But every time people are always loving, cuddling. It's a lie. This marriage is a fake." One day I came online and met the internet on fire and buzzing because of Vicky. I saw her holding a newborn baby and I said, "Oh, thank you, Jesus. Vicky has put to bed." But when I looked at the caption, I realized the baby was actually her brother's child. But the way she was holding the baby so lovingly, I said, "Oh, if she could love another person's child like this, what more her own child?" And I began to wish that, in fact, I would become a baby so that I would enter into her womb and she would give birth to me as her child. Another thing that came to my mind is that love actually lives in her family, because I saw a video she made about a crochet dress they bought for their own baby, their first baby, when they give birth to her. But since her brother's child came first, they decided to give up the dress and give it to her brother's child because she regarded her brother's child as her own child. I saw the sacrifice and I saw the love. When I came to the comment section, I couldn't believe what people were spewing. So many said, "You're busy showing up your brother's child up and down. Why won't you go and have your own baby?" Others said, "You got married before this guy, but they have already given birth before you. What are you waiting for?" And others said, "You are busy slaying and others are busy giving birth." Others said, "Is it that you cannot give birth? What happened to your own? Can't you go and give birth?" There were so many not nice things. And all these ugly comments were flying around just because she was displaying so much affection to her brother's child. In her words, there was a little delay in trying to conceive. They kept on checking, believing God and praying. Some family members suggested that they go see a doctor, but she and her husband held on to their faith and believing that God will work out everything and make everything perfect in his own time. And on this faithful day, they decided to check again with a pregnancy test strip. And she mistakenly looked when she was not supposed to look. And behold, she saw 2 lines. In fact, what God cannot do does not exist. So she began shouting, praising God, crying, singing, rejoicing. They were loving up, their usual way of showing affection. Oh, those that were busy mocking her, they didn't know that God had something in store and working already for her. In this space, mind how you talk to people. Mind how you insult people, especially using childbearing, so that we do not incur curses that we know nothing about. Once again, congratulations, Vicky James. Congratulations to the Ateres. I'm so happy for you. And truly, our God does not fail. And if you hope and believe in him, he can never disappoint you.